Hey folks, this time from inside, not from the woods. It's raining still, again, whatever, doesn't stop. It's no fun outside. 5 weeks left to go before I start my Camino. Not much left to do. I have all my stuff together. Next week I do a test packing of my backpack. That might be quite interesting. And yeah, what is left to say? Some people making videos about 10 rules while walking the Camino, or 10 do's and don'ts on the Camino, or here's my Camino packing list. That's boring. And I think I did that before. Anyway, I have a list for you. 10 things nobody's talking about. Whereas the 2 or 3 things people indeed are talking about. So let's say 6 or 7 things nobody's talking about. Let's go. Number 1. Don't overstress preparing for the Camino. What many people don't understand or don't take into account that the biggest challenge walking the Camino is not physical, but mental and emotional. Now you can train for walking 30-40 km, walking up the hills like a goat. Doesn't matter at all. I think, and prove me wrong, 90% of the people who quit the Camino don't do it due to physical issues. They do it because they can't be alone with themselves. Now, physical problems you can overcome somehow. Mental issues, you can't. You have to deal with them. You have to deal with yourself. And that's why I think many people skip the mesetas. On the mesetas, it's 1 week of flat nothingness. And you are on your own, with your own thoughts, your own feelings. No escape. And that's hard. And you will break down, I promise. I break down every single Camino I walk, at least once. Be prepared for that. Number 2, walk without expectations. Telling somebody, don't have any expectations. Easily said, doesn't work. Everybody has expectations in one or the other way. And let's say last Camino Portugues, I expected that it would have been an easy one. It wasn't. Anyway, whenever you think you have a reason to walk the Camino, doesn't help you in any way. You know, it's funny, when you're at Horizon, the first day, you know, this, let's say, initiation pilgrim's menu. That was English. When everybody gets up and tells his name, where he's from and why he's on the Camino and stuff like that. And people say, I am from blah and I walk the Camino because, and when it's my turn, I always say, I'm Mike from Germany and I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. That's the way you have to walk the Camino. Because you will not find any answers to your questions. You won't find a solution for your problem. What you will find is a solution for a problem that you didn't know that you even have. You will find an answer for a question that you didn't ask. That's the magic of the Camino. You get the right thing in the right moment. Number 3, don't worry, Camino provides. Now, it doesn't matter in what miserable situation you might be while walking the Camino, or if you're lacking something, and if you forgot something, or whatever. Don't worry, Camino takes care for you. You will always find the right things, the right people, at the right time, at the right place. Don't be arrogant, or the Camino will kick you in your ass. Now, as Socrates said, all I know is that I know nothing. Keep that in mind. On my first Camino, I thought I know my body. I didn't, and I caught a severe tendinitis. It was almost impossible to walk. My breakfast was made of black coffee and painkillers, just in order to go on. But this moment was either this or quitting. On the second Camino, I thought I know everything about shoes. I had tons of blisters and I lost a toenail. Now last Camino, Camino Portugués, I thought I was able to walk the entire Camino in barefoot shoes. I had so much pain, words don't even describe. Now, this time, indeed, I have a list on my smartphone. The display shut off. Number 5, choose the complementario over the regular Camino. Now, there are points on the Camino where where there's a fork in the road. Can I say that? You know, a crossing, one way, Camino Francés. The other way, Camino complementario. Whenever you're at a fork like that, choose the complementario. It's much nicer, nature much more beautiful, although indeed, often it's more challenging and it's a little longer. But in general, the normal Camino is ugly. Let's say you walk through industrial zones or along the street. Complementario, most of the time, the better choice. Number 6, have fun. I think many people take themselves too serious. They take the Camino too serious. First of all, you have to think about why you walk the Camino. What do you want for yourself out of the Camino? Are you traveling to your inner self? Or are you walking by a book? Or let's say, are you walking by the rules of the Bible and visiting all churches, all masses, and a pilgrim has to be poor and stuff like that? Have fun. Life is serious enough. Now you have some weeks of off time. Enjoy them. Number 7. I could combine that with number 6, but treat yourself. Now, I don't know, it was the 3rd or 4th Camino. It was kind of a concept Camino. Whenever I arrived at my destination, I had a gin tonic for my friends who I left back home. And in every place I tried to have a different gin tonic. And it was fun. And it was a reward. You know, don't drink alcohol, kids. I'm allowed. You walk every day 20, 30, 40K over mountains. You have pain, your leg hurts, your knees bend, bruises on your feet. You work so hard. Give yourself a treat. Go for a drink, go for a fancy dinner. Don't forget rewarding yourself. Number 8, don't compare yourself to others. Not only your, let's say, your gear. Oh, this guy has better gear than I do. It's so expensive. Or I have better gear than this one. Or I am more professional. Or you can walk the mountains much better than I do. I'm so exhausted. Everybody's different. First of all, the gear doesn't matter. And even the fitness, you know, as I said in one of my Camino videos last year, when a 70-year-old guy told me, oh, you're so young and you're so tired. I am 70 years old. I walk the entire day through the highlands. And yeah, you see the difference? You have a lot of free time. You are in the nature every day. You can walk as much as you want. I can't. I have a full-time job. The only time I have is on the weekends, when I have to organize my stuff, cleaning the apartment, stuff like that. I simply don't have the time to be as fit as others. So you don't walk in other people's feet. You never have, and they didn't have either. Everybody's different. Number 9, do not buy your essential gear online. By essential gear, I'm talking about your shoes and your backpack. Of course, it's convenient. Just some mouse clicks, delivering to the door, don't have to go outside. Most of the times you can save some money and maybe you're lucky, but don't trust that, because especially when it comes to shoes or backpack, those are the things that kick you in the ass the most if they are not perfectly made for you. So buy your shoes at your local outdoor outfitter. Buy your backpack at your local outdoor outfitter. Try it out. They have pre-packed samples on the shelf. They can set it up for you correctly. Don't save money on the wrong items. For your sake, for your own health and safety. I see so many people starting the Camino, so exciting, oh, with my shoes, oh, the perfect shoes, and 2 days later all toes are taped and bloody and blisters. All that doesn't have to be. Choose wisely, buy at the right place. Number 10, no dirty stuff on the bed. Doesn't matter if you're at a hotel room or albergue. There's so many videos, almost every video on YouTube. When people arrive at the albergue, first thing they do, they drop the backpack on the bed. Maybe for dramatic reasons, I don't know. Apart from the fact that in some albergues you can get into heavy trouble because hospitaleros don't like that. Don't do that. That's the way bedbugs travel. When you arrive at the albergue, backpack on the floor, undress, go for a shower, put on clean clothes, and then you can do whatever you want on the bed. Your backpack stays on the floor. That's it. What do you think? As I said, next week, test packing. A lot of technical stuff that I want to take with me. Let's see how it works out. Anyway, so far, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned as always, and don't forget, buen camino.